Now we're live.
Live.
Yay. Look, we got everything all set with no issues.
Girl off. Knit on. Welcome to 28 minutes for 28 days.
Sorry, I didn't realize you were like counting or something over there. You said you were ready.
Knit on. I am Kitchenering.
Ah,
Knit off
what are you kitchenering?
my sweater.
She has finished the sleeves.
I finished the sleeves, guys.
Hi, Jess.
Hey, Jess.
Yeah, she finished the sleeves. Um, I think the black looks pretty good.
It
Yeah,
does. I am about a quarter of the way across here. It shouldn't take me very long to finish. So,
gonna kitchen during this
Kitchener.
video.
I'm Kitchenering the neck closed. So, hopefully this is
And
the right direction.
so
And
this is her test net from Alicia Plummer.
yep.
Sneeze came out of nowhere. Yeah, so today we were at Knit and Stitch Boutique in Cocoa, Florida.
Mhm.
It was a great day. It was a little warm outside, but there was a nice breeze, and we had a great time.
Mhm.
I have a picture from us. We actually we were a little like behind the store today, because there just wasn't a great option for parking like in front of the shop,
Nope.
or beside the shop. There were some you can see some parallel spaces over here. We weren't really going to fit over here. And there was nowhere to park out here. So we ended up parking back behind the store. You can just see us poking out back here. But there we are behind the shop. This was the back door to the shop. So it worked out really well. They just had the back door open all day, and we had our side door open, and everybody had a great time.
Yep. We did. I taught a brioche class.
Hi, Jasper.
Roll on.
Yeah,
And it went really well. I had 6 people in that one, and
5, right?
5 people in that
Yeah,
one. Actually, only 4 showed up.
yeah.
We had a grand time. Doesn't matter. We had a great time. So, and now I'm Kitchenering, and so now my accounting is all wrong. So I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah. So Katie taught the class.
Mhm.
We saw lots of people who came to the yarn shop that had never been to the yarn
Mhm.
shop before. So that's always a good thing that we're looking for when we go visit a yarn shop somewhere. We want people to come and visit that wouldn't have otherwise, and hopefully they'll see us there and they'll come and visit, and then they'll know that the shop's great and come back later on. Jasper says you need one of those banner flag signs to wave people in. We do have some yarn signs. They're a little bit like tattered at this point.
Yeah.
They got chewed on by a mouse many months ago, years ago.
Years.
Yeah, that was still when we had the old yarn truck too. Um, but they still say yarn, and we still use them in times where people might not know where to go for the yarn. Uh, but they had a pretty good idea. The shop, where to go and how to get to the front of the shop. She had a really great shop. She had a ton of hand dyes. She had a good mix of commercial yarns and hand dyes. She even had a couple of the same dyers that we have on the truck, deep dyed yarns and Muse 2320. She also had road trip sock yarn, herd of cats,
Mhm.
road trip sock yarn. So there was 3 dyer, and it's pretty unusual, I would say, anywhere for us to go to a shop and them have 3 of our hand dyers at the shop.
Yeah. So it was really nice to see that, and it's great to see our hand dyers out there. We talked to Dottie, and she really is passionate about independently dyed yarns, and so we were really excited to see that she's supporting great people. While I was there today, I did buy some yarn from her.
Yeah, I didn't even really. I mean, you showed me a little bit your yarn, but I didn't get to hear much about what you were going to do with it. You bought 2 skeins and a.
I bought 2 skeins. I'm thinking it needs to be a shawl. It's from Cobber Corgi, who is a hand dyer out of South Carolina, I believe, and it is silk noil, and it is a really fun yarn.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I have to finish this.
No, you're
I will
good.
talk more about that in a minute. I'm Kitchenering.
I'm sorry, I keep distracting you. I'm like, hi, Katie, answer these questions. Talk about this stuff.
I
Be
don't
present
want
on
to.
camera. Let's see, what can I talk
Oh.
about? So we had to call an audible today about our upcoming week. We were looking at the weather, and it looks like in Mississippi later this week there's going to be some ice, some freezing
In Water
rain
Valley.
in Water Valley. So our thing that we have in Water Valley,
At
because
the
of the
stitchery.
snow and ice in Mississippi, we're going to have to postpone our visit to the stitchery in Water Valley, Mississippi. So I just it's supposed to we're supposed to be there on the 19th. The night of the 18th and the morning of the 19th is supposed to freezing rain and or wintry mix. So I don't think that's a great idea. And not sure there would be anybody there anyway, even if we did manage to make it there. Um, so we are going to instead go on up to Shea Fold Out Cat in Madison, Alabama over the next couple of days and all mosey our way over to Vicksburg for Fiber Fun in the SIP as the weather or allows us to. We may end up leaving a little bit earlier to get over there. We may not. We'll just kind of see how the weather goes. You never know. It may ice a ton in northern Alabama and Mississippi. It might not ice at all. You never know. Uh, but we'll keep an eye on the weather, and we are definitely postponing our trip to the stitchery. We're working with Camille to pick out another day sometime this year to get back and visit there. We did get to meet Camille at Oxford Fiber Festival, and she was super nice. Jeff says, "Yep, it's supposed to be bad cold here in Texas too." Q tried a new colorway. The result was almost called Katie's sweaters. Interesting.
Does that mean it's all purple?
Yeah, I don't. I feel like it's got to be like a purple, orange, brown kind of like you
Yeah,
know
right?
Katie colorway. That's what you usually go for is
It is.
the fall purples and browns and oranges, as indicated by your current sweater that you're working on. Let's see. Apparently, so I had someone come on the truck today, and her and her husband were into astrophotography, and they had just gotten a little sea star, which is a I have no experience with this, but from everything I've read about it and seen other people post things about, it is a really great option that is fairly affordable as far as telescopes are concerned. Um, and it lets it actually, you take, it takes the pictures, stacks the photos, and like outputs a finished edited astrophotography piece. Um, so it's a pretty cool deal. They had gotten one. Anyway, I was talking to her, and she said that apparently there was a launch from Cape Canaveral last night at like 1:22 in the morning.
Like 20 miles away from where I'm
Like
right now.
we would have been able to see it pretty
Yeah.
well apparently, but yeah, we were both asleep, and I had no idea. It didn't even cross my mind to look for that, but um, yeah, maybe another time, but not supposed to be one tonight. She said there was not another one till the 18th. But yeah, she actually bought our last four skeins of Astro DK. I was talking some more with Laughing Cat Laura from Laughing Cat today. She is working on some more Astro Sparkle DK in some Stellar Spectrum colorways. So that'll be on the truck in a couple of weeks, I think. And what was oh yeah, she bought a calendar too. I do still have a couple of Stellar Spectrum calendars left if anyone is interested. I know we're getting on into February here, but they are a fun uh, wall art piece, even if you don't need them for calendar purposes. Let's see. Oh yeah, Jasper says yeah that was the colors. And
I'm really close. Look, I already made lots of progress.
good job.
Look how much I'm done with. Okay, keep going.
I'm trying to think. See, I didn't really take any other pictures today.
Show off some of the stuff that we did while we were in Florida.
Some of the stuff. What?
We did while we were in Florida. I put some. You had quite a few pictures from other places. We'll talk about it some more.
I'm looking.
All right. Um, the yarn that I got today is called Indian River Sunset, I believe. The name of the colorway. It's a shop custom color.
I was also streaming through our pictures here, and I saw our. We talked about last night about our picture of the license plate for New Brunswick, and we were strolling through the campsite this evening on our walk, and there was a Prince Edward Island license plate.
Yeah.
So we're doing pretty good on Canadian province bingo. I think we've only got Whitehorse, Yellowknife, and Nunavut left, which are difficult to get anywhere, but not impossible, I would say here, considering it is Florida in February. There are a lot of snowbirds here. Let's see what else we got.
Yeah.
Um, we've been working a lot for Eureka and the Ozarks. We still have some classes left. Things are filling up. We have 7 classes, I think, full now. Um, so yeah, definitely get out there and get your class for Eureka Fiber in the Ozarks if you're interested in visiting. You can check out the classes, check out the vendors, check out everything. Friday night event is sold out now, but you can check everything out at EurekaFiberInTheOzarks.com. Yeah, we're gonna have a blast this year. We are hopefully gonna finalize the Friday night menu at some point soon. We got to get the program sent off to print. Pretty nice. We got them printed and folded last year, so I didn't have to fold them at all. That was pretty nice. I don't super mind folding. It's kind of one of the, I don't know, mindless tasks that I can get behind. But when we folded programs for Midwest a couple of years ago, that was kind of a lot. I guess we folded some stuff last year too for Midwest.
Not as much.
Not as much as the year before. We were going through it. We went through our schedule last night a little bit, and we're plotting out where we're going to stay over the next few months. We have a few more things coming up. Let's see. Let me pull up our schedule here. So our next event. So we have Fiber Fun on the SIP later this month, or actually just
Next weekend.
this week, next weekend.
Yep.
Fiber Fun on the SIP, and in March 1st.
Jazz says that you are really good with the bookmarks.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's the kind of thing I can do.
And then Jasper says that he was watching us, and then
Yeah.
there was then all of a sudden
storm tracking broadcast. Yeah, it Facebook. We heard from somebody the other day. I think Anita had said she was watching us, and then all of a sudden she was watching a Bible study or something, and she was worried we got hacked. But I think it's just a Facebook like video link weirdness. Yeah, I think that happens sometimes.
No.
What happened?
Come back here. My needle came unthreaded. As I was pulling something through. All right. I have like 10 stitches left.
So
like
back
the top of a clock
to our schedule.
Schedule.
March 1st, we are going to get stitching, assuming the air travel will let us get there the day before. Get stitching in Tulsa. Then we're going to be driving up to St. Louis. We're going to do our taxes on the 4th.
We're gonna see
before
my
we.
parents in the middle of that.
Yep. And then we're going down to Collierville, Tennessee, to Anita's house that we were just talking about. We're going to go down, and that's been kind of a couple of years in a row thing that we're going to do again this year. Um, right before Middle Tennessee Fiber Festival in Dixon, Tennessee. And then Eureka Fiber in the Ozarks is March 13th through the 15th. And then y'all will not have to hear about that as much. Then last year we kind of did a impromptu day at Southwest Missouri Fiber Folks. They have their meetings on Sundays, and we went the Sunday after Eureka Fiber in the Ozarks to Joplin, Missouri. And so I think we're going to do that again this year. We talked to them and got that all set up. And then we're closing out March with Fiber Expo in Ann Arbor. We're really hoping that the 29th and 30th of March in Ann Arbor is not super duper cold and snowy like it probably can be. So, um, let's see. Jasper said it was freakish because it was when we were talking about the weather that it
Oh,
switched to the weather
that is
broadcast.
weird. Ew.
Yeah, so that's our March. Yeah, it's just I don't know with the yarn truck now we have festivals planned all throughout the year, so we kind of know a lot of the places we're going to be from now until the end of the year. But then there's a lot of space in between the festivals, so it may be just a few days, it may be a couple of weeks. There's a couple times we have like 3 weeks in between. But if we have a festival in, you know, I'm trying to think of a time. Let's see. If we have a festival, for instance, in Virginia on April 19th, and then we have a festival in St. Louis on the 25th through the 27th of April. In between there, we didn't have a ton of options to go like to the West Coast or to Florida. So we booked a date at Yarn Hub, which is a local yarn shop in Shelbyville, Kentucky. Um, so yeah, we just sort of fill in the days in between the festivals with spots that we can. We have somebody who has asked us to come and visit, or sometimes we reach out to people. But more and more these days, it's people reaching out to us to
We
ask if.
prefer if you ask us.
Yeah, it's nice because I don't know. Sometimes it feels weird just reaching out to people, and you never know what their response is going to be. But um, all the yarn shops that we have been to um, have all been super happy with us visiting, I think, and want us to come back at some point. So we're already making some plans for next year this time to come back to Florida. Uh, so I think we're going to kind of plot that around Yellow Rose Fiber on the coast next year. And whatever visit we do to probably do the same kind of deal where we go to New Mexico and then Yellow Rose Fiber on the coast and then out to Florida maybe. So we'll see. I would hope we did not do the long I-10 drive over 2.5 days that we did this year, but maybe we can arrange something different.
You were gonna talk about Cape and Springs.
About what?
Capon.
Oh yeah. We are in September. We've talked a little bit about it, but now we're actually getting some graphics together and getting ready for like a mid-March release date for Cape and Springs Fiber Adventures Retreat.
Fiber Adventure Retreat. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna pull up a graphic. Yeah, Jasper says no I-10. Let me pull up the graphic for that. Present. Share screen. Cape and Springs. So this is Fiber Adventure Retreat at Cape and Springs and Farms.
Can you make
So
that bigger?
I don't know. I'm going over to the other video right now to see if I can. In fact, I cannot.
You can't zoom on that screen?
I mean, I can.
There you go. Thank you.
Is that better?
Yeah, that is a lot better.
So you can't talk about things on this video, but you can critique my presentation skills.
Uh huh.
All right, just checking. Uh, so Cape and Springs is in West Virginia. This is, you know what's important to have on? I should have on this graphic the dates of this thing. So it is September 29th through October 2nd. So we will be us, Fold Out Cat, and Cesium Yarn. We are all going to be hanging out at Cape and Springs and Farms. It's going to be retreat style. There's going to be 8 class options over 4 class blocks. So you'll get to kind of choose what you want to take. And then you'll also, it's kind of an all inclusive deal. So you pay a fiber retreat fee and then you pay for your lodging at Cape and Springs, and that all comes with your food, and so it's you'll pay all of that to Cape and Springs, and so it all comes in for one cost. You get to hang out for the whole week, middle week.
It's
I
like
don't
a
know.
week.
It's a week, um, and you get all your meals included, and there'll be tons of like intermediate programming. So we'll have you know here and there impromptu
There's
pop up
gonna be
stuff.
a star show,
Um,
hopefully,
Yep, we're gonna
as
on
long as the weather cooperates.
Tuesday night. We're gonna, as long as the weather's cooperating, I'm gonna go out and get my telescope out and show off the stars. And then we'll have like open stitching, and there'll be all sorts of fun stuff that we're doing. The 22nd of September, 29th of September through the 2nd of October. This is right after Shenandoah Valley Fiber Festival in Berryville, Virginia, which it's Cape and Springs is less than an hour away from Berryville. So you will be able to go to if you went on Friday to visit Shenandoah Valley Fiber Festival, you could go to the festival on Saturday and Sunday, head over to Cape and Springs, do Monday through Thursday leave on Thursday from the retreat, and you could take a week and go to a fiber festival and a fiber retreat all within an hour of each other. So we'd love to see it, both of those, to shop the truck, to
But
shop all the
also,
fun vendors, to take some classes, to hang out with us.
most importantly, to hang out with us because we like hanging out with you. So that's the part that we enjoy the most. So we would hope you would too. All right. Yay! Kitch nerd. Now I have to sew this up. Mattress stitch this, sew on some buttons, and block it. That's it. That's all that's left.
Very nice.
I feel like it's a win. I feel like it's really good. I don't know. Anyway. All right. So we're very excited about Cape and Springs. I think it's going to be a really good time. So, if you're interested, we will be sending out more information in both the Fold Out Cat and the Yarn Adventure newsletter. So make sure you sign up for those on our websites.
It'll be in the newsletters, it'll be on the websites. We will definitely be doing some kind of paid advertising on social media to get it out there. But this is a totally a yarn adventure and fold out cat creation of a retreat. So Q, her sister works at Cape and Springs, and it is just a resort outside of DC. And so her family spent a lot of time there, and her sister works there now, and so we'll get to. We've never been. I
No?
It looks really cool. We got to talk with her sister Margie about all the cool things that they have there, and so we're excited about going.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be a blast. We're going to have so much fun. So you should definitely mark your calendars to come and join us. Your
I,
crafting is a total win. My crafting is a total win right now. I'm very excited. I am mattress seaming this up, the neck closed right now. So, and then hopefully I'll have some pictures up tonight of the mostly finished product. So, this pattern should be released soon from Alicia Plummer. I believe it's called Light and Bright or All the Lights cardigan. I'm not sure. That was the working title.
Is it in your email?
Maybe. No, I don't remember. Hang on, I can look. I can do this. Not that one. How about that one? What's it called? The Cream Cardi.
Cream Cardi?
Cream Cardi. That's all I got right now.
Okay. Yeah, I don't. When and you said it's gonna be.
It's gonna be in the next like 2 weeks. So it should be. I think she was hoping for releasing like this weekend, but
Well, there
we
was
had some delays.
a lot of delays, right?
Yeah, this particular pattern had a lot of delays, which is fine. It happens. Part of designing cool stuff. Anyway, I know a bunch of Alicia Plummer's patterns, and I find them easy to read, and they produce a good-looking cardigan, or a good-looking sweater. So, if you're in the market, I can definitely recommend a few.
And she's also just a nice person.
She's also just a nice person. There we go. There's half of it seamed up. Now I'll go to the other side, and then I'll weave in ends a little bit. All the ends, guys. There's so many ends on this sweater.
Yeah.
There's so many ends because I like knit this thing and like reknit it and frogged it a bunch, and so it had these weird like, oh, I'm done with this side, and I wasn't really done with the side, and so it just didn't like come together.
Katie,
What did I critique Dean about?
Q says you can Kitchener or Bitchener, but not both. Don't
Oh,
critique her. You critique me on my part that I was not presenting and make it bigger and
I'm
yeah.
sorry. I couldn't read the lettering on it, and if I can't read it, then you guys can't read it. So it wasn't a critique of Dean himself, just of the actual presentation.
Of the things I'm doing.
The one thing that you were doing right then.
Ah.
You've been awesome the rest of the day. And most of the rest of the time, really.
Just today,
Just today.
All right. We have made it to 28 minutes.
We made it? Oh, yay. Okay.
28 minutes for 28 days. We are over halfway done now with 28 minutes for 28 days.
It is a crafting challenge, so let's see those crafty things, guys.
Bring some crafty things and tell us about them tomorrow.
Tag us.
7 p.m. Central.
Yes.
We will be in, I think the name of the town is Panacea, Florida.
It's on the Gulf of Mexico.
Gulf of Mexico side. So we will be there tomorrow. So we will see. We're just missing Central Time. We're gonna still be in Eastern Time tomorrow. So
okay, well,
it'll be 8
we're gonna
o'clock.
try really hard to get there well before dark.
We are. We're gonna try
so that we can enjoy some beach time. And
we're gonna go out to eat at that.
Oh, there's a seafood restaurant. We gotta go do that early. So, all right.
All right. Happy crafting.
Happy crafting, guys.